Question 13, Part A. 1 meter white lines are painted on roads as lane markings. The 7 white lines before a traffic light crossing are 1 meter apart, while the other white lines are 3 meters apart. The distance between 2 traffic light crossings along a straight stretch of 2-lane road is 493 meters. How many 1 meter white lines are there between the 2 traffic light crossings? So the first thing is that we know that there are 7 white lines before traffic light crossing, in this case over here. So you can see the last 7 white lines distance. So we know that this individual 7 white lines is also 1 meter. So which means that the last 7 white lines will then be equal to 7. There are 7 here. We also have 6 gaps, right? So if you were to count, 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap, 4, 5, and then we have 6. So 7 white line distance is basically 7 lines plus 7 minus 1 or 6 gap, right? So in this case, 7 lines go to 6 gap. 6 gaps of 1 meter. So that means the last 7 white lines will then be equal to 7 times 1 meter plus 6 times 1 meter, and this will be equal to 13 meters. Okay, so now we know that there are 13 meters. The next thing is we want to know the number of pairs. So what do you mean by number of pairs over here? So one pair in the traffic light over here is this 1 meter line and 3 meters gap. So that means one pair, in this case over here, is equal to 1 line plus 1 gap, and 1 line is equal to 1 meter, and 1 gap is equal to 3 meters. One pair distance is equal to 1 plus 3, 4 meters. Okay, so that means distance without the last 7 white lines will then be equal to 493, which is the distance between the 2 traffic light crossings. So this one and also this one over here. 493 divided by the last 7 lines is 13 minus 13, and this will be 480. The number of pairs in this case over here, one pair distance is 480, and one pair is 4 meters. So we divide by 4 meters, and this will give us 120. So we know the number of pairs. That means since there are 120 pairs, which means there are 121 meter white lines without the 7 or the last 7 white lines. Therefore, we total 1 meter white lines will then be equal to 120 plus 7. This will be 127 white lines as what you see over here. There you go. So question 13 part